Forget everything you know about luxury. What kind of absolute madman takes a blowtorch to a perfectly fine vehicle, cuts it in half, and welds in 40 feet of heavy steel? Today, we are exposing the top 10 longest and weirdest limousines ever legally allowed on the road, from a street-legal private jet to a 100-foot rolling Titan with a working helipad. What you are about to see defies all laws of automotive physics. You will not believe the engineering nightmare sitting at number 1. So, you absolutely must watch until the very end. If you respect insane custom builds and extreme machines, smash that subscribe button right now. Let us roll. Let us kick things off with a vehicle that takes the massive footprint of an early 2000s Hummer H2 and dials the absurdity up to 11. Introducing the triple-axle Hummer limousine, an 8-wheeled juggernaut dominating the asphalt. Custom builders took the heavy-duty truck frame and extended it. They added 2 extra rear axles to support the incredible added mass. Just looking at this machine roll down the street makes you seriously question the sanity of the engineers handling its turning radius. From a mechanical standpoint, this build is an absolute nightmare. The sheer strain on the transfer case and the custom extended drive shaft is immense. To pull this mobile nightclub, builders rely on the bulletproof 6.0-liter Vortec V8 engine. But with thousands of pounds of reinforced steel chassis and custom fiberglass bodywork, that engine works overtime. They had to upgrade the suspension massively. They utilized heavy-duty air springs to keep the ride smooth and prevent bottoming out over speed bumps. Riding inside one of these feels less like being in a car and more like commanding a small naval vessel down Main Street. The interior is a total sensory overload. It features neon lighting, premium sound systems, and multiple custom bars. Navigating tight city corners requires a masterful understanding of geometry and a lot of patience from the driver. It is an imposing, unapologetic display of classic American excess, rolling confidently on 8 massive wheels for everyone to see. Now, let us travel back to the glorious era of mid-80s ingenuity. What if you want a cross-country road trip, but also want to hit the lake without towing a heavy trailer? Enter the Boaterhome. This is a mechanical masterpiece seamlessly fusing a Ford Econoline cab with a custom-built, fully functional boat hull. It is part classic street cruiser, part aquatic vessel, and entirely awesome. This unique creation solves the ultimate vacation problem using brilliant old-school American garage engineering. The engineering behind this vehicle is pure genius. The front end uses a classic Ford E-Series cab, utilizing a heavily customized front-wheel drive transaxle setup. Because it pulls from the front, the rear section of the chassis is completely open. This allows a custom 28-foot boat to slide perfectly onto the frame, acting as the rear half of the body. When you reach the boat ramp, you simply back it down, unlatch the custom hull, and drive straight into the water. For any dedicated do-it-yourself mechanic, this is a dream machine. Imagine cruising down the highway at 65 miles per hour, feeling that nostalgic rumble and getting confused looks from everyone you pass. Once you hit the water, you fire up the marine inboard engine and leave the empty van shell parked securely on the ramp. Very few of these were ever produced. This makes it an incredibly rare piece of dual-purpose automotive history that still drops jaws today. If you thought limousines were only meant for smooth pavement, let me introduce a machine that laughs at asphalt. Meet the Sin City Hustler, a 32-foot long, 12-foot tall monster truck limousine. This happens when you take the DNA of luxury transport and inject it with high-octane stadium truck madness. It completely redefines the term heavy machinery. This massive Titan brings dirt track aggressive energy to the luxury market. It creates a street-legal monster that towers over standard traffic like an absolute giant. Beneath the stretched Ford Excursion body lies a purpose-built tube chassis engineered to withstand extreme punishment. This 15,000-pound Leviathan sits on massive 66-inch flotation tires. To get all that heavy mass moving smoothly, it relies on a monstrous 8.5-liter big block Ford V8 engine, pumping out over 700 horsepower. Hearing that naturally aspirated engine roaring while the custom four-wheel steering system works to navigate tight corners is an absolute masterclass in extreme heavy-duty automotive engineering. Climbing into the Sin City Hustler is an unforgettable event. You ascend a drop-down rear staircase like boarding a corporate private jet. Once inside, up to 12 passengers sit on race-style bucket seats, looking down at regular cars from a terrifying height of 12 feet. It is loud, raw, and highly visceral. This vehicle perfectly combines the heart-pounding adrenaline of a monster truck rally with the exclusive high-end atmosphere of a VIP lounge rolling down the boulevard. Great Scott! When discussing iconic vehicles, we must include the legendary stainless steel machine from the 1980s. Built by custom car legend Rich Weissensel, this is a 26-foot-long DeLorean limousine featuring 6 fully functional gull-wing doors. It takes a cinematic time machine and stretches it into a multi-passenger party bus. This incredible creation represents an absolute triumph of dedicated garage engineering. It turns an already rare sports car into an unbelievable spectacle with a long wheelbase that commands endless attention. Stretching a DeLorean is a serious structural nightmare. The original car uses a rear-engine layout and a fiberglass underbody mounted to a steel backbone chassis. Weissensel had to completely re-engineer a new tubular steel frame to bridge the massive gap between the axles. Furthermore, every single panel on this extended beast had to be meticulously fabricated and grain-matched. Working with unpainted brushed stainless steel means you cannot use body filler to hide your welding seams or mistakes. Riding inside this stainless steel spaceship is the ultimate nostalgia trip. It still retains the original PRV V6 engine in the rear, meaning it will not win any drag races. However, blistering speed is completely beside the point here. The sheer joy of rolling up to an event and popping open 6 heavy gull-wing doors simultaneously is unmatched. It is a brilliant, crazy homage to automotive history, a build crafted with blood, sweat, and absolute mechanical dedication by a true gearhead. Sometimes, luxury means premium leather seats. Other times, luxury means hauling a literal swimming pool down the interstate at 65 miles per hour. Enter the Ford F-6500 Super Duty pool limo. This vehicle blurs the line between commercial heavy-duty trucking and a rolling Vegas resort. Built on a medium-duty commercial chassis normally reserved for dump trucks, this machine is a highway titan. It proves that with enough torque, you can bring the ultimate summer party absolutely anywhere. The true engineering challenge here involves managing the terrifying physics of dynamic water weight. Water weighs roughly 8.3 pounds per gallon. Slap a functional hot tub on a stretched chassis, fill it up, and you face thousands of pounds of sloshing mass that wants to snap the frame during heavy braking. The builders handled this by utilizing serious commercial-grade air suspension. They paired it alongside the legendary pulling power of a torque-heavy Power-Stroke turbo diesel engine. There is nothing quite like sitting in a climate-controlled commercial cab, hearing the loud whistle of that big diesel turbo, and knowing people are soaking in a pool right behind you. It commands attention through sheer towering height and aggressive industrial styling. Maneuvering this beast requires the spatial awareness of a commercial truck driver. Quick question for you heavy-duty fans. Would you trust a hot tub rolling down the highway at full speed? Let me know below. You have seen them cruising downtown areas, and they are completely impossible to ignore. The 200-inch stretched pink Hummer H2 limo is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the bachelorette party industry. Beyond its vibrant retina-burning neon pink paint job lies a fascinating mechanical reality. Keeping these high-mileage party tanks running smoothly year after year requires serious heavy-duty maintenance. This vehicle is a massive rolling brick that heavily tests the limits of truck engineering from early 2000s General Motors. Stretching an SUV frame by 200 inches introduces severe torsional rigidity problems. The original ladder frame must be heavily plated with thick steel to stop the vehicle from sagging in the middle. The drivetrain features a massive multi-piece drive shaft supported by several carrier bearings. If those bearings misalign, the extreme vibration will rattle the teeth out of everyone inside. Keeping that transmission cool while lugging an extra 5,000 pounds requires massive aftermarket coolers and heavy-duty alternators. Love it or hate it, this giant pink machine remains a true cultural icon for unbridled flashiness. For the hired driver, wrestling this massive, brightly colored brick through tight urban traffic while managing terrible blind spots is a serious chore. But for the passengers in the back, surrounded by laser lights and premium sound systems, it delivers an unforgettable experience. It stands as a testament to the profitable business of stretching American SUVs to their absolute physical limits. Taking a heavy SUV and stretching it makes logical sense. Taking a low-slung, lightweight American sports car and stretching it, that borders on mechanical heresy. This is exactly why the Chevrolet Corvette limousine is so fascinating to examine. Builders took the iconic C4 generation Corvette, famous for its wedge shape and fiberglass body, and stretched it into a multi-passenger luxury cruiser. It completely ruins the track performance, but creates one of the most bizarre luxury vehicles ever built. The C4 Corvette lacks a traditional ladder frame. Instead, it relies on a structural transmission tunnel for stiffness. Cutting that car in half and adding 15 feet completely destroys its structural integrity. Custom builders had to construct a completely bespoke rigid steel backbone to keep the chassis from snapping under passenger weight. Additionally, working with custom fiberglass and to create those massive extended side panels requires master-level bodywork skill. It ensures the sleek aerodynamic lines of the Corvette flow perfectly together. Getting into a stretched Corvette offers a very confusing experience. You sit incredibly low to the pavement, surrounded by that classic digital dash aesthetic. You can hear the deep rumble of the classic Chevy small block V8 engine. However, instead of carving up canyon roads, you are cruising smoothly in a straight line with 6 friends. It is a complete clash between pure racing heritage and luxury transport. It showcases the wildly creative imagination of independent American custom fabricators. If stretching a Corvette is heresy, then stretching a Ferrari is a direct declaration of war against automotive purists everywhere. Created by custom builder Dan Cawley, this 20-foot-long Ferrari 360 Modena limousine is highly controversial. It currently holds records as one of the fastest limousines globally, seating 8 people securely in carbon fiber bucket seats. This machine takes legendary Italian track performance and completely flips the script. It angers traditionalists while impressing anyone who appreciates extreme high-performance engineering. The engineering behind this sacrilegious masterpiece is genuinely brilliant. To keep the weight down and maintain acceleration, Cawley utilized advanced carbon fiber for the extended body panels rather than heavy steel. The vehicle retains its original 3.6-liter flat-plane crank V8 engine. Because this car is mid-engined, the stretch occurred between the front wheels and the engine bay. This means all the complex shift linkages, fuel lines, and electrical harnesses had to be meticulously extended backward. Riding in this exotic limo delivers an absolute adrenaline rush. Instead of quiet, insulated luxury, you hear that distinctive high-pitched Ferrari exhaust note screaming at 9,000 RPMs right behind your head. It is surprisingly lightweight, very fast, and it completely infuriated top Ferrari executives upon its reveal. Honestly, angering the corporate executives just makes this build even cooler. It stands as a brilliant masterclass in high-performance fabrication that pushes exotic car modification to its absolute limits. What do you do when you want the prestige of a private jet but you absolutely hate flying? You build the Limousine. This is not a car, styled to look like an airplane. This is an actual decommissioned Learjet fuselage, stripped of its wings and made street legal. Taking over 40,000 man-hours of intense custom fabrication, builders turned this aluminum aviation icon into a 42-foot-long road-going spectacle. It is easily the most insane recreational vehicle ever imagined. The underlying engineering here will blow your mind. Aluminum jet fuselages were never designed to handle the torsional stress of hitting road potholes. Therefore, a massive custom steel tube chassis was built underneath to support the fragile structure. Powering this 24,000-pound giant is a rear-mounted 8.1-liter Chevrolet Vortec Phi 8 engine. Because it spans 42 feet long, maneuvering requires a highly specialized custom steering system. The driver relies entirely on external cameras because jets lack rearview mirrors. Cruising the highway in the Limo-Jet feels entirely surreal. The side jet nacelles house massive speakers that blast the realistic sound of a jet engine spooling up. Inside, passengers experience pure VIP aviation luxury, featuring infinity lighting and heavy bass audio. It is a massive identity crisis rolling on custom wheels. This project proves that with enough time, money, and skilled welding, you can literally drive a commercial aircraft right down the center of your hometown. Finally, we arrive at the absolute, undisputed king of heavy-duty excess. Built originally in the 1980s by legendary fabricator J. Orberg, this is the American Dream. It measures a staggering length of 100 feet and 1.5 inches. This is not merely a car, it is a rolling luxury estate that pushes the absolute boundaries of what is mechanically possible on the ground. It stands as the ultimate crown jewel of crazy automotive history. Let us discuss the staggering technical specifications. This massive vehicle rides on 26 wheels. Because a 100-foot structure cannot turn a standard corner, engineers installed a heavy-duty hinge in the middle, functioning like an articulated city bus. Moving this mountain of steel requires two separate V8 engines, and it literally takes two drivers operating simultaneously to navigate. The ridiculous amenities include a waterbed, a putting green, a swimming pool, and a fully functional structural rear helipad. The history of the American Dream is highly dramatic. After achieving initial worldwide fame, it sat abandoned in a warehouse for years, slowly rotting away. Thankfully, a massive multi-million-dollar restoration project recently brought this beast back to life. It broke its own Guinness World Record for length. It represents the absolute pinnacle of crazy engineering, a towering monument to an era when builders looked at a Cadillac and decided to stretch it out to 100 feet. And there you have it, fellow gearheads. From 8-wheeled Hummers to street-legal private jets and a 100-foot Cadillac featuring a helipad. The pure mechanical willpower required to build these heavy machines is absolutely incredible. If you enjoyed this deep dive into extreme custom fabrication and weird rides, make sure you smash that subscribe button and do not forget to leave a comment below. Which one of these crazy mechanical beasts are you choosing for your daily commute?